Hey guys, welcome back. Robert here again from Middle Aged Adventures, coming back to you with one of our trips, day trips, which took us 10 hours that we did while we were in Bangkok. This one here is the Burma Railway, or better known as the Death Valley Railway, in the Kachinburi province of Thailand. Basically it's the railway of the river, what they call the River Kwai. It's where the Japanese built this railway in World War II for 415 kilometres to make their push into the border. They transported all their stuff and troops and made their stronghold basically off of this railway, but they used a lot of P.O.Ws to build it for them, and the way they were treated and that, quite heart-wrenching actually. So I just want to tell you a little bit about this one. We basically started off in Bangkok. We got picked up from our hotel at 6:30 in the morning by Buffalo Tours. Nicky is our tour guide, Dom is our driver. And then we made the trek 3 hours into Kachinburi, and we stopped along the way for a bit of breakfast and a few toilet stops and that, which they're really good for. They're happy to stop. We were on a little bit of a time limit because the train only runs once a day at a certain time, and we had to make sure we caught that train. So basically we started off from there. We made the 3-hour track. Our first stop was to the War Memorial Graves before we went into the museum. I'll probably jump back in and explain a bit about this. We'll see how we go, otherwise I might just carry on with it. But I'll explain of it now. There was a lot of Australian graves there. People, young kids, older people, in their 35, 40, but a lot of young kids that actually didn't make it home from that World War II war, when the Japanese came through. There's also a lot of young New Zealanders and Canadians and that. This is one big war memorial gravesite of everyone that was on that railway, building that railway for the Japanese. Very insightful. You've probably all seen the movie River Kwai. There's quite a few versions of it now, I believe, but unless you actually go do the River Kwai, hop on the train and ride the train line 415 kilometres, you don't get the real gist of what the movies tell you, but this to actually be there and do it, that's the real story, guys. If you're ever in Bangkok or Thailand and you want to go do this, which me and my wife ourselves recommend for you guys, definitely go do it, and you'll get the full picture of what actually happened out there once if you get a good tour guide. Very interesting, and it's a great day out, guys. We also got lunch fed to us as well, and we're actually the main Japanese base on the actual river. Doesn't look like a base now, it's an actual place where you can go on holiday, but back in the day it was there where the actual base was, and we actually had lunch overlooking this beautiful river, and just next to the tunnel where the Japanese hid when the bridge got bombed. Anyway, enough of that, I'll get into the vlog. Just wanted to come in and tell you what this one was about, and hope you enjoy it. I hope you're enjoying the channel. I hope you guys have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, hit the bell notification. We will have next lot of vlogs coming up of our Vietnam-Cambodia trip, which we did 4 weeks ago back in October. 4 or 5 weeks ago, sorry, back in October. We just had a lot of work commitments going on, a lot of life commitments going on to be able to post anything. So we're going through them slowly and getting them up. Hopefully we'll get them up for you very shortly. Vietnam-Cambodia one, we're hoping to get that up, well, I won't say by the end of the year, but very early January. And we've got a few more trips planned next year, which we'll come back to you in another video and let you know what those ones are. Apart from that, guys, please, hope you're enjoying it. Leave some comments. We'll leave whatever links we think will help you down the bottom. People's names that we used. Yeah, guys, hit the like, hit the subscribe, keep in line with us. And what we're not doing overseas, we're doing back here home in Perth. 4-wheel drive runs, camping trips with the kids, stuff like that. We'll come back to you with those too. After all, it is middle-aged adventures. Don't always have to be overseas. We can do them here at home. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you again soon. Good morning, guys. We're just waiting to be picked up out front of our hotel. Buffalo tours for River Kwai today. Yeah, we'll try and get as much video vlogs as we can, and hopefully we can upload some stuff. Should be an interesting day. Now we're just waiting. We got told to wait down here at 6:30, so they should be here shortly. Should be a good day out. Apparently we get lunch. We've got a 3-hour drive to the meeting point, and then yeah, we'll just see how it goes from there. We go on a train. Pretty sure there's a train in it.
I think so.
Yeah. And then hopefully we'll have a really good day. See the old war stuff and everything in the old train line. Come back to you shortly.
Anyway guys, we've come to War Memorial way out of town, just before we go to the River Kwai. Australians served here. I don't know, maybe my great granddad was in this one. This one was in World War II. Just showing you around, these are all Australians here. This length right over to those two trees. This has been a pretty interesting morning. Just been in the van for like 3 hours. This is just so cool guys, I'm into all the war stuff. And this memorial's got Canadians, British, New Zealanders, Australian, 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 rows of Australians that served here. This is the kind of stuff I go out looking for, so hope you guys enjoy this as well. If you get your chance, recommend Buffalo Tours. Dom's our driver, Nicky's our guide. Guys, do yourself a favour and come out and see the River Kwai. You go and see all this, and next I think we're doing the War Museum. This is the War Memorial. Lines. It's really cool guys. I recommend it to you. We're loving it at the moment. I got a lot of family that served in the war. My dad in Vietnam, my great uncle and great granddad in World War II, great granddad in World War I. So this stuff really interests me. I don't know about anyone else. If you're into that stuff, this is the type of stuff I come travelling for. Like I say, our Vietnam trip is because my dad served over there as well, so I'm going over there for that one. And well, this is even more interesting. We weren't expecting this on our journey today. Do yourself a favour and come on down. We're in another city. It's really cool, really quiet, a lot quieter than Bangkok. Hey guys, just wanted to jump in here and let you know where we're at. This first bit of the video that you've seen is of us getting picked up from Chatroom Hotel in Bangkok by our tour guide Nicky and taken to the Death Valley Railway Museum. But first we stopped off at the War Grave Memorial. Well, if you're going to do this River Kwai trip, it's worth going in and seeing, and just going up and having a look at those graves was totally topped the whole day off. To see how many Australians were actually in it, and you know, New Zealanders, and how many people didn't actually come out of this Japanese push to build this railway. The next bit of the video is of the Death Valley Railway Museum. That's what was written on the building, and I never actually unfortunately got a photo of the front of it because we're in a bit of a time limit to catch the train. But some of the stuff in there that you read is worth going in there, having a look, and I recommend it to anyone that's travelling to Bangkok or Thailand actually to go and have a look at the Death Valley Railway Museum. I think you'll be astonished at the stuff that most of the soldiers that had to build this railway, what they went through, how they were treated, you know, all that sort of stuff by the Japanese was unbelievable. Yeah, so I just want to jump in here and tell you that this next one will be a series of photos and talking. If some of the videos have turned out to be a bit of talking in there, but I'm not too sure how well that went. So yeah, I just wanted to jump in and let you know that it's pretty much pictures and everything everyone went through, and then from that museum we go off and go onto our little track to the train station and wait for the train to come in and catch our train and ride the Death Valley Railway. Hope you guys are enjoying it so far, and we'll come back to you shortly.
Why 4 days, 4 nights, not 5 days, 4 nights? Because they leave from Singapore at the night time. So 28 beds in the same car. Took up the stay Oahu, yeah. This is in Hawaii. Picture. This is Singapore. Philippines. Oh, original track. Oh wow. The second one. This place used to be the dam. That's the original one. The second one. Yeah. So you see the model of the car, the small one. Yeah. At the back side, when you walk upstairs, you're gonna see the original one on the back. The model, not the model. So yeah. And we walk to see some video to see every 3 minutes. Oh, okay. Yeah, right. You take your time. Everybody can have your papers. Yeah. Upstairs, want you to see that. Yeah.
Guys, we're now in the Death Valley War Museum. This is pretty cool stuff. Brings back, I don't know, very interesting. I don't know if there'd be anything you guys would be interested in, but it kind of, because my family served in a lot of wars, it touches my heart quite a bit. You know, look guys, do yourself a favour and come down and see this. This is very interesting stuff. Our tours, Buffalo Tours brought us here. Just some of one of the cages, boxes. Come and have a look at these guys, seriously. Get on down to this Death War Memorial Museum.
We conquered with tongues and where we came from, said we are strong. But I was too young, I was dreaming life away. We woke up to pray with wind on our faces, drunk on our greatness. But I was too young, I was living separated. We took to the street, carved the word on our feet. Is the truth that we bring? But I became changed from the things that I could see there. Saw a room full of sons and daughters unloved, reaching out for someone to come pick them up. But I was too young, they could have grown up next to me then.
Guys, you got to come on down here. This is unbelievable. It gives you all about it always just shows you a video that how it was built, what happened here, and everything, and what it's called the death road.
February 15th, 1942. Singapore has fallen into the hands of the Japanese. This last bastion of the British Empire is lost. With this latest victory, Japan is to become the new master of Asia. The Imperial Army boasts its victory with a parade in front of 85,000 British and Australian prisoners. From now on, the wars of Europe and Asia become one. Germany and Italy have just declared war on the United States.
Come on
The
down and
Axis
watch these
countries
guys.
pursue their dream to divide the The true bridge on the River Kwai is here. The movie is made and famous. But for the survivors, it evokes the beginning of a tragedy. 400 kilometers of railway constructed in the jungle between the frontiers of Thailand and Burma. 100,000 men die here. The strategic role of the railway line was to convey troops for Japan's continuing thrust into Asia.
Australian Field Ambulance 8th Division. Guys, keep coming down and see this place. So here in Bangkok, come out to have a look and do the River Kwai tour with Buffalo Tours. Especially if you're into this war and stuff like us. This stuff is pretty cool. A lot of Australians served here. What can I say? This one here, another Australian infantry battalion, 2nd. So many countries that served here. Get this thing and get the table rules and stuff. In memory of all members of the 226th Battalion Queensland 8th Division, Singapore, Malaya, Thailand, Burma, 1940-45. Hey guys, can't recommend enough to come and do this tour. The River Kwai can be pretty touching to some people's hearts that's had family in the wars and the army for a long time, knowing what's happened to them. And even at the War Memorial you can just feel them around you. If this is the kind of family in the war or anything, I think you'll really enjoy this tour. All I can say is come down, guys, come and have a look at it. Seriously, can leave a mark on you, especially when you've had family in the wars. Hey guys. That last bit of the video that you've just seen was actually inside the Death Valley Railway Museum. We had a really good time in there looking at all the history and that of it, but it is also heart-wrenching if you've had family that have served. All I can say, guys, is to actually get the full gist of it. If you are in Thailand, go have a look at the River Kwai, book a tour, go on that, or even if you want to and you're actually staying close to where it is, just go into the museum, have a look, and have a look at the War Memorial as well. It's really worth it, guys, and you can read up on everything and
what actually happened and everything like that, and it's quite interesting to us. Anyway, I just wanted to jump in here and let you know what that part was about. And to finish off our video now, we'll be showing you our trip along the train line and the actual River Kwai bridge that we actually walked along. Stay tuned, guys. I hope you're still watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it so far, and we'll come back to you shortly. Thanks. Anyway guys, we've come out to the bridge now. This is quite interesting. This bridge was actually bombed after it was built. This is what they call the Death Bridge. Got some photos of it, guys. I'll just put the camera up and show you. There's a lot of officials out here at the moment, so it's pretty hard to do anything. But anyway guys, let's have a look at this. This is the bridge. See, sorry about the video, I'm using my phone at the moment, too many people pull the camera out. So yeah, that's the Death Rail Bridge, guys. We're about to take the train on through all the valley and that, so hopefully we'll get some footage of that as well. Thanks guys. Huh?
Everyone.
That's whether she meant we only had 5 minutes quick walk.
Some officials or something going on here. MP police everywhere. They're walking the train line.
What happens when they train?
ว่างอยู่
Esta era una cantante de Birmania, esta traje de Birmania. Así es.
This is a big bomb right there, people taking photo. A bomb.
มาถ่ายแล้วแจ้งทำไมเนี่ย
ยังไม่แน่ใจว่าถามอะไรเยอะหรือเปล่า
มันเต็มเลยมันเต็มหรอ
always grab that strap just in case. Coffee's on the bridge.
I'm picking up the pace in case I fall. War machines surround us all, attacking me. You know, we've seen these dreams take all we had. And all these streets can see you cry. It's what machines can taste and hide. And all these streets can see you cry. It's what machines can taste and hide. You've always seen a wanted one. Found yourself with legs fighting on, attacking me. You know, I've seen these dreams take all we had. And all these streets can see you cry. It's what machines can taste and hide. And all these streets can see you cry. It's what machines can taste and hide.
This there was a series of photos I've taken, guys, is a prisoner of war camp. One of the ones that was here before. River Kwai, P.O.W camp. We're about to head into where the rail takes you. They call it the death rail. This is where it all happens, guys, on this rail. Bangkok, this is a must do on your list, guys. I'm loving it, I am loving it. Best money we spend. Man, have some fun.
Well guys, that brings us to the end of our River Kwai trip from Thailand, Bangkok. We hope you enjoyed it. We really seen a lot of insight on what actually happened out there, and for you guys to be able to experience what we experienced is well worth the day out, the money spent, and the actual trip, and all the history, and just the feeling you get while you're there doing it. So yeah, we recommend if you're over in Bangkok or Thailand and close to be able to do the River Kwai, then definitely spend the day out there. Allow yourself a full day, because it does take a full day. At the end of that full day, well, with Buffalo Tours anyway, you do get lunch at the very end of the train line. Well worth it, good experience, great scenery on the train, beautiful scenery on the train. Then we went into this tunnel and, you know, in this cave where they had a Buddha and everything, where everyone prayed. We rang the bell, and then the caves would go in even further as well. So definitely worth the money, definitely worth the trip. Probably about the best experience we had on the whole trip to Bangkok. We just want to thank you guys for watching the video, and hopefully you've enjoyed it. Do want to apologise for some of the video footage in the van, and that was taken on my phone, so it was really hard to hear what was said in that, and I do apologise for that. Had a few problems with one of my cameras, so it's the only option I had, and still new to this, so yeah, please try not to criticise me too much, but do leave your comments down below as what we can better, and definitely take it on board. In saying that, guys, just want to wrap this up. Has taken a bit of time to do this vlog with work commitments and putting everything together and having not much time to be able to do it, weekends being full on and getting through Christmas since we did do this trip in August. Same thing has happened with our Vietnam trip. We did that in October, and since we got back, you know, we've had full on work commitments. We've been working all the time and just life commitments happening in that, but I have been doing little bits and pieces of the night to each one to try and get them up for you. So please do stay tuned to the channel, do hit the subscribe button, do hit the bell notifications for when those videos do come up, and I'm hoping to get them up as quick as possible. At the moment it's just been really hard, but we're going to try and work on that and get more updated videos for you guys in the future. We've got holidays booked this year, sorry. Not sure exactly where we're going yet, but we will be doing some vlogs on that as well. We've just got to sit down and decide where we want to go this year. That one will be in June, one will be in October. Once again, we can only do two or three trips a year depending on our holidays and our work commitments. But we still want to vlog them for you guys, you first timers, especially middle-aged and, you know, even younger couples or younger people that are watching the channel. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I'm going to finish off this video. Hope you stay tuned. This is Rob and Diane coming to you from Middle Aged Adventures. Please hit the subscribe, please hit the like, please hit the bell notification, and check out some of our other videos. Leave your comments down below. We'll try and leave links on each one of things we did. We'll have the tips and pointers one of Thailand, Bangkok coming up for you after this one, in between the Vietnam trip, and then we'll also have a tips and pointers for Vietnam trip, and maybe a couple other little runs that we've done in between. We've also got a Facebook page and Instagram if you want to jump on over there and check it and like the page. Yeah, anyway, I'll leave it at that. Rob and Diane coming to you from Middle Aged Adventures, first time travels, overseas and home to home. Thanks, guys.